Hi, on today's Enrique's Home Buyer channel, we are going to answer this question. Is running your credit going to hurt your score? Hey, welcome back. Enrique here. This is Enrique's Home Buyer channel where we answer all questions related to buying a home and credit and income and real estate. Anything as it relates to buying a home, we're going to answer it today. We have an important question. So a few days ago, I had a gentleman come in and say, Enrique, I want you to qualify me to buy a home, but I'm not sure I want you to run my credit because I've heard running my credit is going to hurt me. Well, first of all, let's answer those questions. Is running your credit going to hurt you? Well, the reality is that if you want to get qualified properly, a lender is going to have to run your credit. And every lender is going to tell you the same thing. Now, running your credit could affect you in certain circumstances. So let's unpack this. First of all, what you need to know is that there are many ways in which you can hurt your credit. Late payments, collections, high balances. You know, a lot of people are worried about running their credit because of the credit, but then in reality, they should be worried about paying their bills on time, making sure that everything is being done properly, making sure that the credit card balances are low. That's what they need to focus on, because running your credit one or two times is not going to affect you that much. I have never seen a person run their credit one time because they want to buy a home and they learn that their score dropped 30, 40, 50 points. If it drops that much, it's for other reasons. We sometimes look at it and say, oh man, you ran my credit and it dropped. And I said, no, I ran your credit and it dropped because last month you didn't pay your target bill, or maybe your balances are too high. And usually we're able to fix those things. So the first thing you need to understand is that running your credit one or two times is not going to hurt you. The truth is you should not be running it a lot of times. Can it affect you if you run it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times? Probably. Because the bureaus are going to say, wait a minute, this guy's out there running a lot of credit. We're going to slow him down. We're going to lower his score. But you know what? That rarely happens. There's a couple of instances where you need to be very careful. And that has to do with when you purchase a car. This happened to me. It happens to everybody. When you go buy a car, sometimes the bank is going to try to find you the best possible interest rate. And what's crazy about it is that they actually run your credit with every single one of the banks that they do business with. I do not understand that. Now, as a lender, I can be shopping around for you, looking at 7, 8, 10, 12 different banks, but I only run it one time, and that's it. We use the same credit report with all the banks. So buying a car is typically something you have to be careful with if you are in the process of buying a home, because yes, not only is the car payment going to affect you, but also the fact that they're going to run it 10 or 12 times and they're going to get 10 or 12 inquiries could affect you a few points. Now, if you have really high scores, let's say you have a score of 760, 780, 790, 800, you know, running your credit and if you lose a point or two is not going to matter. The problem is if you are at the cusp, let's say you have a 640 score and for whatever reason it goes from 640 to 630 or 635, that is going to cost you. That could be a problem. But the truth is, on average, if you have really good scores, it's not going to make a big difference. My suggestion is that you actually have a consultation with someone who knows about this like us. Talk to a mortgage broker, talk to someone who understands credit and ask them and say, hey, I'm really interested in buying a home. I have some concerns. What can you do to ease my concerns? Can you explain to me? And then he'll ask you, hey, have you been running credit lately? If the answer is no, I haven't, you run it one time, it's not going to make a difference. In fact, it's necessary for you to have that score so then you know what you're dealing with, right? Maybe there's inquiries, maybe there's identity theft, maybe there are credit cards that are not reported correctly. How are you going to find out? The only way to find out is you have to look at the credit report. And the only way to do that is to have a credit report that a lender is going to run for you. So that's my 2 cents today. I want to invite you to hit subscribe. Don't forget to go check out the rest of my videos where I always talk about ways to make your life easier when buying a home. Always finding ways to teach you, educate you, and help you get there. If you have any questions, comment below. Don't forget, hit subscribe. Talk to you soon.